Great timing on the way. So welcome everyone back to Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes. It's been a long time.
No.
A heck of a long time.
You've actually recast everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone... Secretly, I did some sneaky DM rolls. Everyone died.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's all new characters. The world ended. Congratulations. I had to redo the lore and everything.
Sorry.
No, just to recap.
We're in space for some time as well, you know.
Yeah, surfing around the astral plane. It was kind of cool. Got a bit epic and a bit Norse.
Yeah, we got high.
Very high.
You know.
But still, just to recap you all on the recent storyline of things that are going down. You guys are a party of adventurers dubbed the Blade Guard, but who dubbed you? I can't remember. I can't find it in my notes.
We dubbed ourselves.
We dubbed ourselves.
Umbreon.
No, we dubbed ourselves because we had to think of a name on the spot before defeating Cranbrook.
We wanted to sound cool. That's basically the only reason we even have a name.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But anyway, you have been tasked with taking down the Red Dragon Lilith. Red Prime Dragon Lilith. Don't know why I didn't put that in my notes. But your adventure has taken you from your homeland of the Dragonborn Empire towards the Dwarven Kingdoms up in the mountains. There you face Lilith's army of hobgoblins. Infused with her strength, and venturing past enemy lines, you snuck into the capital from under the mountain and have made some allies along the way. One of them being Lutz's character, Leonard.
Yep.
A human paladin with some kick-ass Warhammer-based abilities. And more recently, when we last played, a hobgoblin alchemist who had information which may help resolve the issue without violence.
Maybe.
But we have yet to see if this will work.
Hmm.
I'm skeptical.
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Can't I use my persuade?
We've already persuaded him. We've already suggested. Yeah, we've already.
He is coming with you because he has no other choice. It's either go with you and live, or against you and die, and he's on his own. He will accept being enslaved for now, although he's kind of afraid of going to a very angry red dragon.
Well, we're going.
Give the impression of being afraid.
But anyway, so just to recap on the map, I have not. Well, I've drawn it out, but I haven't scanned it in yet, so it's not amazing.
Ew.
Yeah,
Well.
apologies. When I scan it in, I'll update the VOD when it goes on YouTube. So you guys are currently at the lowest level, which is like a emergency bunker sort of situation. Then the pathway that's at the end of this dungeon led you all the way further up through the mountain through a series of layers in the city. Till eventually you got to the main level, and then above that is like the palace level, where there was a temple, a library, and the main hall itself. Built like all Viking structures, but made out of stone as opposed to wooden thatch. And I believe you guys were going into this main chamber, which would have been the palace itself.
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
Well, maybe we could catch up with some leisurely reading in the library. I don't know.
Play some Professor Layton, maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, like,
Maybe we
the
should just
DM has
walk up.
prepared the encounter.
Is it a cake puzzle?
Yes.
Yeah. I was
Before you
gonna
are
say, can we
15
just
victorious
offer her?
sponges. None of them are numbered, but you must
Mr.
slice and
Alchemist,
get
sir,
the most
pass!
cake possible per person. There are 500 people at the event. Hi, Tom. We're
Mr.
solving
Alchemist,
cake
sir.
puzzles.
Mr. Alchemist, sir, pass me that rage syringe.
Oh, God.
I want
Go straight.
Ah!
Anyway, as you guys enter the main hall itself, so it's built like a Viking structure, but as opposed to wooden thatch, it's made out of stone. It's a very low pitched roof, and as you guys entering through the large doors, which are meant to be inlaid with carvings, I think the only one that would probably understand them is Leonard from being around this region. It's all like Norse, infinite knots, Thor, Odin, Freya, yada yada yada. But opening the doors itself reveals this room that's on the screen for you all. Pillars going all the way down to fire pits, about halfway up, currently ablaze, like small campfires, really just to keep the place warm and cook food and what have you. And at the far end, on a rather large mound of bones, leather, bits of dwarf, sits a human who I cannot remember how to describe, so bear with me and I shall get Lilith's picture up.
She was wielding a warhammer or something,
Yep.
and she was red.
That's
in
okay.
skin
It's
colour.
on the stream. So she is a humanoid person with draconic feet in full plate armor, massive warhammer aside, almost too big for anyone to physically wield, but she seems comfortable holding it for the time being. Slightly tan-skinned, fiery red hair, two massive horns that go along the back of her head, and you notice that behind her, two draconic wings are like half unfurled, not all the way, just sort of relaxed, and she has got a tail off to the side of the chair and it's just gently flapping in the wind, or just flicking, you know, bored cat style. And she is currently talking with her hobgoblins, and she offers a drink to the one directly in front of her in the middle as you guys enter. She looks up to all of you. Who dares enter my castle?
Us.
Hi.
Just being diplomatic.
There's this little trim walking forward. Us.
I think I've got the best charisma, but I can't talk, so...
I nearly choked. I'm going to sip.
Yeah, please, Leonardus, if you've got the best charisma.
Oh god, no.
Oh, I'll also point out she's not actually a huge token. She has abilities which count her as being huge for the purposes of combat.
Well, that's
Okay.
just...
But this is
What-
What diplomacy? What diplomacy?
No, right.
You could talk to people, right? You know?
I've barely joined the party. You want me? Okay.
No,
Hi.
it's cool. Hi,
Hello.
I'm Barry Scott.
I'm a large shouty man, and I'm here to
Loud
tell you.
shout. Guys, just take this seriously. Come on, what's wrong with you?
You want to take it seriously?
Yeah, good point. Lilith,
Because I'm just about to enter. We all know
my
what happened
team.
last time when someone like me burst through a door.
Just
I'm alright.
kickstart the I'm sorry.
O Lilith, mighty red matron of strength, we bring tidings from your siblings.
You
Which
are a
siblings do you bring me tidings at this point? She stands up and, with no effort, picks up that warhammer and throws it over her shoulder and starts walking towards you.
The Lord of Skies, Azulon. The Lady of Pride, Veridis. And the Lord of Oaths, Umbreon.
And what do
They've-
my kin want with me?
They want you to come home to talk to them. For there is a new crisis that threatens all of us, even you.
Yeah, you left the gas on. The bill's gone up a little bit. So
Precisely.
That takes to the
Pretty sure
horrors
she
of
doesn't need
compound
that, Rob.
interest.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't even need an oven with her abilities.
You never know that she might have tried to be human once.
True,
Got
she hated it.
interested.
It lasted a whole 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Taxes? Fuck that.
What do you mean I lose money?
let me understand this interest you speak of. Now, does that include
Mortgage?
PPI?
Mortgage? Why can't I just take a house? Sorry.
Anyway, getting back to the moment here. They want me to come home, but I am home, aren't I, brother dear? And gestures upwards. Do any of you want to look up?
I want to
Yes.
look up.
Okay, from the ceiling, you see what you presume to be Aurelian, the gold prime dragon. Essentially her more akin brother than anyone else. Dwarf, gold hair, beautifully, almost golden skinned. I wouldn't say tanned, not that sort of deep in colour. But he is stripped of his armour, he's only got basic cloth on, and he is beaten bloodied. He's got massive deep scratches across his face. One of them sort of goes over his eye, seems to have gouged out part of his eye. And all sorts of things. Who's trained in medicine?
I am.
Go ahead and give me some medicine checks.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see he's dead.
Mm.
22!
Yeah,
my first
prognosis.
roll in a month.
Yay! 20!
Good roll.
Prognosis, he's fucked.
Prognosis is,
Essentially.
yeah, he might actually die if he's left alone like that for too long.
Oh, shoulder.
My thought.
So, anyway. So yes, I am home. This is now my home.
Really?
Mortals wanted to seal me away. I refuse. I am now challenging your strength, and you appear to be weaker than me.
You've challenged our strength? In what capacity have you challenged our strength? We appear to have... Oh, God.
No,
We
no,
appear-
that's right. I realised she moved closer to you, and the token was still sat on the chair.
Alright. We have managed to plough our way through your hobgoblin hordes and within your lair. We've come straight up to your throne room itself. We bring this not as your enemy, because we need you as a friend. The whole of reality needs you as a friend. I would say a new threat has arisen, but that would be a lie. An old threat has returned.
What, Cranbrook?
No, the Shadow Dragon.
Oh,
Remember?
The bastard.
I got
Say
a whole
that-
new set of cranberry sauce jokes.
The bastard sibling of the Prime Dragons.
Ugh, never heard of any such a thing as a shadow dragon. And why is the alchemist here? Should be in his lab working.
Oh yeah, that was the next point.
Isn't that right, little alchemist? At which point he begins to go, yes, but they brought me here against my will. Sorry.
Yes, because you have something to say to your mistress, don't you? Go on, speak up. Tell all about what's really going on with her hobgoblin minions.
Go ahead and make a intimidation check, Durathil.
Oh boy!
I believe you have advantage because you have that scar across your face.
Yay, I'm ugly.
I love what Tom's put in the text chat. My name is Alchemist Decimus Maximus. Potion brewer to the armies of the north. Tinker of the Phoenix Legions. Lawyer to the true server of Aurelian. Owner to 3 murdered hobgoblin bodyguards. Husband to a murdered wife. And I'll have my vengeance in this life and the next. Oh, that's
Bravo,
good,
sir.
Tom.
Bravo.
13. He hands out a letter that note you guys have and read very gingerly, shaking all the way. Well, step closer. I'm not gonna... Fine. Storms over, grabs it. I'll also need everyone to make wisdom saving throws when she's this close to you.
Oh boy!
There we go.
Pretty big ones too.
19!
Let me just check my
I
stillness of
think
mind.
I'm a
Okay,
dumb blonde,
that's
so I
fine.
don't think my wisdom's very high.
Might as well give it a go. I'm going to use my stillness of mind to get rid of my fear, though.
Oh, not bad.
Duh.
So far, no one is afraid apart from the rogue.
Duh.
Finally, a lady you can't charm into bed.
It's not charming.
By the way,
Ask her if she wants some tea and biscuits.
Oh my god, I'm
Might
terrified
fill
of
her
her. I want to put my dick in it.
Basically.
I shouldn't, but it would be an interesting experience. Anyway, she reads the letter.
He's more like a Vindaloo.
She reads the letter,
Multiple.
and as she reads it, obviously you guys feel the fear from out of nowhere just well up inside of you. Tom feels it way worse. And you watch as the paper she's holding just begins to burn.
Okay.
That's inconvenient.
You know what? I think I might have left the car unlocked. If you possibly just excuse me for a few minutes, I'm just going to go and double check.
You,
Bye.
alchemist, stay there.
Oh.
Turns to the hobgoblin that was in the middle about to drink from the cup. General, was this true? Were you planning to betray me? Speak now, or I will eviscerate you on the spot. General replies with, "No, my lady, must be a trap from these heroes, these adventurers. They've come to undo all of our hard work. There must be some sort of a trick." And as he's midway through seeing this, in a blink for you guys, Lilith is no longer there. She is up next to the general. Her warhammer has gone for a full swing, and all you can see is half the general's body just fly away.
Goodbye.
That's probably stung.
And then the sound of wet meat basically slapping on the floor.
Well,
Delicious.
Delicious.
well, he
That
certainly
must be
split
a
his sides.
I do think he's a bit dead.
Little bit, maybe.
He
Not
certainly
too
doesn't
much.
do things in halves.
Oh.
Certainly crispy.
Hey! We're not taking this very
If you
seriously.
said that out loud, I'd do the same to you with Lilith. Just annihilate you. She's going to do it once a day. Either way. So, anyway, that happens.
It certainly does.
It was a thing. It's a violent thing. Way too violent for TV. So violent, I don't even have the capacity to animate it. But then turns back to all of you. Fine. I will go and see my siblings.
And would
The
you-
hobgoblins will stand down and leave. Do I make myself clear, lieutenants? And the four half-dragon hobgoblins beside her immediately panic and scatter. And sort of run past you on the way out.
All right.
And
Wow.
what Aurelian?
That was easier than
I
expected.
didn't die. Woohoo!
Oh, guys, don't jump the gun here.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Thanks, Han Solo.
Do we think that our guild is maybe going to be safe? It'd be the only thing going to.
Well, maybe
know.
we should help Aurelian down first. Maybe?
Fine, I'll let my brother down as well. You ask too much from mortals. Snaps her fingers, and Aurelian just drops to the floor. Like a sack of potatoes.
I'm not going to bother catching him because he's probably a huge creature and will crush me.
Nope, he is, in his sealed form, he is a dwarf.
I'd imagine it being like Greed from Full Metal Alchemist, though.
Oh yeah. Like, denser than what should be possible for a
Yeah.
dwarf.
And he's a dwarf.
Hits the ground with a sizable thud. And I don't have any sleeping dwarf tokens. I thought I had one. Curse you, roll 20 in my memory.
Well,
There we go. We'll go with that for the time being. So there you go. That's where he lands. In a peep. And Lilith just walks past all of you. I will go see my brother and my sister. Sorry, brothers and my sister. Do what you like here. I'll see you later.
It was an honor to meet you, Matron of Strength.
Only if you prove worthy will I allow it. And thus she leaves.
As
I
soon as she,
immediately rush over to Ruin.
as do I.
Okay, give me another round of medicine checks.
Okay.
Medicine.
Medicine.
Thank you, Windows, for
Medicine.
telling me you can't install updates. I don't want you to install updates. Okay, Aurelian's body is dying
Okay.
from
I would
being
like to.
this grievously injured.
I would like to cast. How many? I would like to cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Click the button.
And I'm going to.
Okay, plus 3, so that's 15.
I'm going to use my healer's kit to try and stabilize him.
Okay, then go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Okay. 18.
Okay, so you managed to at least stabilize him somewhat. Trim stabilizes the rest. After a few minutes of like, have we done it? Have we managed to stabilize him? One eye flickers, the other one clearly now not there at all.
Oh dear.
Comes to and he gasps. God, that hurts. Why does it hurt? Ow. Who? What? When? How?
Your sister is a tad ferocious.
Aye, just a bit.
Oh, wait. Maybe we should take him to that throne. Like see if whether it heals him.
Do all thrones contain magical properties?
Well, I
Oh,
tested
he
the
might
throne.
be more connected,
Well, he.
considering he's the king.
Is it his
Well-
throne though? Would he have a either way?
Yeah,
Would he have a
let's
throne of
take him to the throne. No, like there was that amethyst stone sort of throne in
There's
that.
one in the emergency bunker.
Alright, yeah, we can take him down.
Well, if you want, you can make an intelligence check.
Oh, an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Yay.
16.
Oh God, a 10. Gosh darn it.
Eh, from what you know, probably not. He's not the kind of person to have a throne.
Oh boy.
But anyway, he tries to steady himself to just at least sit up rather than lie down. Ah, I think she took a rib, maybe two. Why does my sister have to be so violent?
I mean, she's the matron of strength. She doesn't really understand much else.
You'd be surprised. She's a bit mean at some games.
I have a question. Is Reginald big enough to carry dwarves?
No, Reginald's big enough to carry you only. Dwarves are medium creatures.
God darn it. Okay. That's my plan out of the window. Okay.
Your plan.
I was going to summon Reginald and have him carry, like, Aurelian.
Well, we just have to carry him ourselves.
Alright.
I can't carry the ring, but I can carry you.
There we go. Get rid of Lilith's token. Don't need it anymore.
Well, if you need someone to carry him, I would volunteer.
Oh yeah, you're strong.
I am strong.
Yeah.
We've got Torlin as well, and Jin.
Torlin's
Although
not
Jin
that strong.
seems tiny
Tom
compared
is
to...
not strong.
Yes, but I'm strong. I'm really strong.
Yeah, alright.
Well, all strong people come help.
We're all emotionally strong, but some of us are.
Oh,
Jin is
physically
physically
strong.
I
strong.
am.
Okay, then. You'll
Jim, get your ass over it.
gather around and help Aurelian up and sort of stagger with him. Where do you guys want to take him?
So
Are you
that's
taking
To
him
the
Roman, isn't it?
basement out
To the
of.
emergency bunker.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just bring you guys over. I won't bring his token over. So you guys help him over to the
Yeah.
amethyst throne. And sitting down, which one he's like, easy. Oh, easy. I feel a bit better. Although this chair wasn't meant for me. It was meant for Ragnar.
What in good Lord's name happened?
I was dumb. Very dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got word that Lilith broke in and burnt half the city to molten rock. I thought, yeah, fine, I'll get my paladins and some of me boys, kick it out. No problem. Nope. Bad idea. Lost probably a good half of our army. Ragnar died. Don't know if he had any more kin left. So the line of Dwarven Kings is broken. That's a problem I'm not looking forward to fix.
Well, who's the guy then back at the that sent us here in the first place?
That was Gold Dust. That was one of his sons. One of Aurelian's kids. An actual dragon, not a demigod. So lootable with full of corpses. A corpse with full of loot.
I was going to say. A loot full of corpses.
Yeah, a corpse full of loot. Is one way of looking at it.
I suppose you should be getting back to see your siblings too. Imagine they've done all the help they can get.
It'd be nice to see Umbreon again. We made some nasty items back in the day.
Yeah, he did mention you. He wanted us to find you prior to finding Lilith, but I think the two things just happened to coincide.
Oh yeah, she'd been torturing me for weeks just to prove a point.
Rude.
But we were both strong. We were the strongest of our kin. And I reserve myself for judging. She did the execution swinging. I mean, hell, have you ever seen the Smoking Sea?
Have I ever seen the Smoking
I
Sea?
think we saw it on the way here.
You came through it. It's been... In fact, make a nature check, I think it is. For like recognising landmarks and things in the world. Actually, no, make a history. Sorry, it'd be history.
Oh, blummin' bud. Oh, lovely. That's cool. Oh, wow.
There you go.
Bars, man.
I am a
Bars are too
learned
strong.
woman. I was taught
Christy,
many a thing.
you've heard of this before. It's like a song or whatever. The Smoking Sea is called Lilith Small. You passed it. Well, you had to sail through it to get to Seagate. But he goes on to, like, well, that was a bit of land that none of us really liked when we were sorting some stuff out, and I asked Lilith if she would be so kind, and she just obliterated it. I deemed it not worthy.
What did the island ever do to you?
It just upset... it just didn't look nice from the air. Alright.
Well, whatever makes you happy, I suppose.
It did make me happy. Meanwhile, Bronze's Echo was off fiddling with something he called a fjord. Try and explain that.
A what?
A fjord.
Oh,
It's a
fjord.
squiggly thing.
Yes, they certainly are.
But anyway, thanks for saving me and thanks for dealing with me, sis. Although I think she might take out her anger elsewhere.
I'm concerned for the safety of our guild hall.
I don't think your guild hall is a place she's going for. She sent her
where's she
army
likely
to
to
try
go
and
to?
break Irongate. Liam thinks it is. Ace gonna check the map.
I mean, I do have a question though. If the goblins were planning on betraying her, which they were,
Utgard is where she was planning on attacking next.
If the gobbos were planning on betraying her, what? I mean, now she's gone. Surely that'd be easier to do what they want.
Yeah, but she'll also try and restore balance. And that balance right now is probably to wipe out some of the hobgoblins.
Yeah, no, that works too. I can.
Maybe we should help her wipe out. I mean,
I don't think she needs to help. She's currently unbound.
okay. I do have a question.
Aye, wee one. What'll be your question?
Well, we were told that there was a way of caging. Was it caging Lilith or Ebenrath? I can't remember.
Ebenrath.
Ebenrath. Do you know what they meant by that?
Putting him into the body of a mortal, like the line of sorcerers that holds the blood of dragons.
That's an old seal, and that required every one of us to make it in the first place.
Well, I think that's the point. Are you aware of Ebenrath?
No, I've never heard of any sodding Ebenrath.
Yes, well, congratulations, you have another sibling.
Aye, it's always my siblings. Why is it always my siblings?
I'm sorry.
Why can't you mortals make your own troubles and fix them?
Excuse me, Ebenrath has nothing to do with us.
That's what I mean. Something goes wrong in the world, it's with demigods and gods. Never man.
I feel we must have done something wrong at some point. That's the point of mortality.
Yes, but you also fix your own problems, whereas with us, you have to come and fix it. That shouldn't be happening. The problems shouldn't exist in the first place.
But if we had no problems, surely there wouldn't be any need for you lot to exist.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose. You got me on that one. Fleets is as he continues patching up. At any rate, I suppose you guys should be heading off.
As long as you're okay.
Aye, I'll be fine, I'll be fine.
I mean, I could still carry you if you need.
Let us take you back to the Golden Wing at least. I'm sure everyone there is probably worried about your whereabouts.
Aye, I think to see some of my kin would be a good idea.
Can we check this chamber for loot?
What, Lilith's chamber?
The throne room, yes.
Go ahead. Make a D100 roll for me.
Okie dokie. I just put Rill. Oh dear. I really am going, oh, okay.
I'll move her friend's belated Christmas present out the way. What'd you get? 17. Okay.
Dung.
Yes, to the dung. Somewhere in the
I do
many
like
pages.
the dung. They're quite good.
Always have a DMG on hand, because these
Indeed.
kind of tables are handy. Let's
That's
see.
basically the main purpose of the DMG, random tables.
Yeah. A nice handy 17. You find a nice handy box behind the throne, buried under bits of dwarf. But it contains 1,400 silver pieces.
Oh, well, that's quaint, yes.
1,000 of what?
400.
I've written down my inventory.
So how much is that going? So how many of us is there?
Oh god, there's so many of us now.
Worry about the split later.
Not
Yeah.
that many.
Too many.
2, 3, 4,
Excuse
5,
me.
6.
We need to get rid of Jin.
Oh yeah, okay. I agree.
No, no one's getting rid of anyone.
It's the only option.
No.
We each get 233.
Oh, good math. Quick math.
230.
Quick math.
No, we are not doing that.
I already did.
2 + 2 is 4. Quick math.
No.
I have no idea what you're going on about, so.
Meanwhile, Jin vanishes into the shadows.
And then suddenly reappears behind Dorathil's back with the blade to his throat, saying, "What was you saying about getting rid of me?"
I have an AC of 19, bitch. You can't touch me.
Ivy,
Do.
you have to sleep at some point, Dorathil. I don't.
Dear me. Oh, oh man.
And thus the prank war between the elves begins.
How much was it?
233 each.
What, gold pieces or
Silver
Silver.
pieces.
233 silver?
Wait,
Well,
silver pieces.
0.3
Silver,
recurring
SP.
forever.
What? Oh, silver.
Yep,
Yeah.
Sierra Papa.
Gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be gold.
I know.
There's a much
Okay.
nicer thing waiting for you when you get back.
2, 3, 3 plus. Okay. So
I planned for you to get it
friendship.
sooner,
Fun
but
trip
you're
of
halfway to
getting
get
home.
back now.
okay. Okay. Done my math.
So,
Daisy's just sort of woken up and, like, what the fuck's going on? Look at that. Yes.
hi, I'm Daisy.
Hello.
So when you guys head to from here, I shall bring you over to the Dwarven map.
Suppose
So
it'll
you
be
can
going
plan
back
your
to
moves.
Do we
the.
want to go to das Boot?
The what?
Das Boot?
The
The boat.
Das Boot?
The boat.
About
Oh, the
Come
boat.
on,
The boat
Billy.
that
What
Bob
boat?
has
you've
been
got-
sailing around on
you've
the
got
high
it
seas
right.
with. I mean,
That's
he has been
U-boat.
looking after, as far as you guys are aware.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I forgot about that.
Yeah, let's get back to Seagate and catch up with Bob. See how...
I'm sure he must be so bored by now. Man, I feel bad for the little guy.
Okay, as
I
you
can't
guys,
imagine us just getting there and, we're literally walking around saying, "I swear I parked it here somewhere. Where
We
the hell is it?"
pretty
You just
much,
see
yeah.
Bob
this
come
pier.
swinging in,
Where is
behind us. Big wave splashing over as he's just in a handbrake turn into the pier. He jumps up,
It's
sits there.
like the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where he comes in on the mast that's sinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just sinks into the
You can't park
harbour.
your boat here. Yeah.
There isn't a boat. Anyway, as you guys start making your way back, sort of around the same paths to safety and everything else, you look in the skies overhead to see Lilith's tremendous draconic form sailing south eastwards
Okay.
towards Irongate and Utgard, and she just continues going over the horizon and past all the mountain ranges.
You know, that would be beautiful if she wasn't a murderous psychopath.
True.
Dragons, man. It still looks pretty damn majestic, though.
Goals.
In fact, I'll also give you all inspiration.
Hey! We mitigated the crises!
Now, I'm giving you all inspiration because you resolved the combat through diplomacy and not through violence.
Oh my word.
Damn you all! I spent the entire day today making sure Lilith was balanced.
There we go.
I'd have felt disappointed if we could have beaten her, to be honest.
Well, considering it would have been her, two of the lieutenants, the commander, could have been a deadly fight.
Probably would have been.
I don't know, I didn't have time to really balance test it with actual characters. I had to go solely off numbers. I'll let you all see the NPC sheet later.
Okay.
But anyway, as you guys see Lilith sail off and you go to all the towns and out on the way back, a lot of them are all talking about, like, did you see it? Lilith's gone! She's gone! and everyone seems pretty happy and uplifted, and now they feel like they can take the capital back, although for now they're quite happy leaving Earth and Heart as the in situ capital.
Are we able to go and meet got Captain Goldust on our way back?
Yeah, you guys make your way to the Golden Wings own little bit where Goldust awaits you. Did we didn't have a map for Goldust, did we?
No,
we never did.
No, that's fine then. For some reason I thought we had. Oh well. But anyway, you guys make your way back in, and Goldust looks over and he immediately runs over to Reddy's broken dwarven form.
Oh yeah.
Ah! Fuck! How are you alive? Good God! Oh, if you die, this is going to be bad. No, won't do. And so I was focusing some healing magics. You see some of the wounds start to close, but then they're leaving like permanent deep scarring across the face and whatnot.
Oh no.
But
nice
Aurelian's
bonnet
breasts are
that
still
would-
heavy, they're still strained.
Oh no.
If the wounds weren't going to kill him, probably the old age of the body would kill him.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
stating a fact here.
Oh,
You don't know how old that body is. That's the problem.
Oh, what do we do with the alchemist? Do we put him in jail?
Oh yeah, I still feel stuck.
Yeah, we better put him in jail.
in irons.
Yeah.
Or did he run away?
No, he kind of sat there and just shivered the entire time Lilith was interrogating him and nearly killed him, and then killed his commander basically with a single swing of a hammer.
What do we do with this front?
He is a very good alchemist.
Maybe he could work at our shop.
He took.
Maybe. I mean, Vera
Sorry.
Meadow can
Meadow?
keep it under control.
It's
I
not the meadow I'm
suppose.
worried about.
So I'm not worried about Meadow.
It's the other
Yeah.
half I'm worried about, more to the point.
Yeah. I mean, he's pulled enough like shenanigans for like one.
He has pulled a considerable amount of shenanigans.
Or would Goldust here have a suitable pedant
If-
for him?
Yes,
If
do you
you
have a
bring him
use for
before
this?
Goldust... Actually, yeah, do you guys want to bring him before Goldust then?
Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
you bring the alchemist before Goldust after he's healed his father and put him in a chair in the corner just to let him relax. And why have you brought a hobgoblin?
This one claims to be a skilled alchemist. We thought maybe you could find a use for him. He is responsible for the rage potions, after all.
He takes his hand, places it on the hobgoblin, who begins to panic in the current situation. Considering how Lilith just eviscerated someone, he's rather worried that someone like him might do the same. And he begins muttering under his breath. And then let's go. There, that'll solve that. Right, you
What did you do?
out. I gave him his penance. Quite literally.
Huh.
And he then storms back over to like the map he's got on the table, try and plan things out. Does this trouble you? You asked me what I could do, I gave him penance. Quite literally, he is now having to go around and fix the world to make up for his evil deeds.
Oh.
are we going to adopt another one?
No, we're
No.
not fucking adopting another one. He's going his own way.
Okay.
Sorry, that was aggressive.
Look, it's a wonderful spell. Look here, I'll show you. Who would like to be a guinea pig?
Me.
Okay,
Okay.
Lucy, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Yay.
Okay, you failed. That's amazing. That actually worked out so well. The DC is like stupidly high, but he places his hand. He mutters these words to you. Let's go, and you have this twinge in the back of your head. It's like almost like a nagging thing. To just go grab him a beer.
All right, I will grab him a beer.
Okay, you go and grab him a beer. Pans it to you. Thank you. Consider your quest complete. And then that nagging sensation slowly just fades into a distant memory.
Okay, that is weird. That was seriously, that was cool. That was really cool.
And that's all penance is.
All right, okay.
I've told him to fix the world.
I mean, I would have given him a beer anyway, but
Yeah, but that's to demonstrate the penance spell. Gives you a quest until you complete the quest. You start taking massive negatives. So he starts doing bad things again. He's gonna find his brain becomes rather useless.
Oh.
Oh.
So who
Okay.
knows? He might start fixing up town, making healing potions for people. Might drop some of that rage potion to finally fix things.
Oh.
Anyway.
Well, that's sorted then.
We kind of need your father to come with us. Or at least he needs to travel.
I take it you're going home then to see Umbreon.
Well, that's the plan.
Speaking of Prime Dragons, what became of Lilith? I'm somewhat concerned.
We convinced her. She stood down for now and has made her way over to see her siblings. How that will go, we don't know, but it seems like the problem is temporarily left Dwarven lands.
That's good, I suppose, but hang on a second, she stood down.
Yes, she stood
You
down and
convinced
commanded
her
the...
to step down.
I mean, I have a pretty silver tongue when I want to.
All of you convinced her to step down.
The hobgoblins were going to betray her. We found a letter and.
Why are you surprised that we managed to make her step down?
Have you not seen her?
Yes.
Yeah, she's pretty big.
Pretty big and happily swings a hammer around.
Yes, we got a display of her prowess. She doesn't do things by halves.
I feel like that was a bad pun.
It was. It transcended time and space.
I just got this sudden feeling it was a bad pun. But anyway, there's the fact managed to convince someone like that to calm down. I think where you sense her may be in for trouble.
We better get back to
Possibly.
Benovia.
Look, I've already got one Prime Dragon who dislikes me. I'm no skin off my teeth to have another who dislikes me.
What other Prime Dragon could hate you? You're
Well, I
fine,
mean-
upstanding citizens of the world. You've saved it from Lilith going crazy.
Hang on, I'll be right back. There's a Daisy trying to get out of the room.
That's fine.
Well, one of the Prime Dragons was trespassing upon my property.
Which one?
The Veridis, of course.
Oh, she goes where she pleases.
I know, that's the issue.
Anyways, how are you guys planning to get back to where you came from?
I believe we're going to take our boat, since we've got one of those now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then, I was going to open up a gate for you all, but if you want a boat, you can boat.
We kind of have the issue we left one of our companions with our boat. And it would be a bit rude of us to just...
Leave him behind.
leave him behind.
He's family.
I do have a request, though.
What's
Do
the
you
request?
Dwarves are especially famed for their craftsmanship. Do you happen to have any jewelers or such on the camp?
Well, there's a few in the city. Why? What are you looking for?
I need a piece. It's for a close friend.
Oh, you found someone special, have you?
You could say that.
Ew, what's all of this?
Alright then. I will just go to the market square. I don't know where there's one in town, but there's at least bound to be someone that can do what you're after.
Okay then. Then I'd like to go to the market square
Okay.
then.
What are you after specifically? When you get to the market, you find plenty of jewelers are making
I need
fine jewelry.
like a light sort of silvery coloured like necklace, I suppose, inlaid with like jade and emerald, those sort of gemstones.
Oh, you're making something for Meadow.
Yeah.
I thought
Oh,
It's so adorable.
Alright then. Yeah, you can find something like that. Let's check the DMG for price of random jewellery.
Also, hang on, I've got an extra property, but I want to message you what I want it to be.
No worries, PM it to me and I shall have a nose.
Is it /GMW?
I think so. Maybe?
Maybe? Hold on, let me just check. Yeah, it's W space GM, okay.
That does make sense. How much were you looking to spend? Out of curiosity.
I'm willing to spend, how much have I got? I guess 853 gold.
Ooh.
I'm willing to make an exchange of items I have.
I was going to say, because to get a hold of emeralds, that's 1,000 gold. Where's the next greenstone? Jade's only 100 GP.
just out of interest, I can't remember. Did I sell all of my jewellery? Can we remember that? Because I know that I had some jewellery on me.
Don't think so. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you went for jade, it'll be 100 gold pieces for the stones. If you want to go to the emeralds, it's 1,000.
What do I still
But the
have on
enchantment is probably the costly bit. You may have to get the item made and then have someone else do the enchanting.
Fair enough. I'll at least have it made. Jade will be fine.
Okay then. How many jade stones are you going to put into it?
I'd say
3. Make a nice 3-piece brooch.
sure. Yeah, 3 pieces would work.
Okay then, so knock off 300. Did I say it was it was 100 gold for jade, so 300 gold. If you want to haggle it down, go ahead and make a diplomacy.
Diplomacy check.
Yes.
I'm very pathfinder. 23.
Nice.
Yeah, you can haggle the price down, so it's about 200 gold for the jade, and he'll make the silver thing for next to nothing because he's got plenty of silver lying around.
Sure.
It's made of gemstones, which turns out to be the expensive bit around here.
Yeah.
But you have yourself a nice jade necklace.
Would Torland be able to enchant it at some point?
Possibly, it would take him some time. Although, what you're after may require someone who's more skilled.
Oh, that's fine. Well, we'll be stopping by the capital anyway, because that's the only place we can park our boat.
Mm.
But thank you for being patient with me, everyone.
That's fine. You taking Aurelian back with you? Or you going to let
Yeah.
Gold Dust gate him?
Oh, that's true. Rolling, would you rather gold dust or travel by sea?
Aurelian doesn't mind.
I'd feel far more safe with a prime dragon in our journey. So yes, please.
True.
Plus,
Okay,
I feel like he needs the time to recover and save face before seeing his siblings again.
and he does. So you guys hop on your merry little boat. Well, make your way to Seagate first. The tiered city itself is all calm and peaceful. As you make your way to the harbour, there you see your boat. I forgot what you called it now. The Tempest, I
The
think.
Maelstrom.
Oh,
The
the Maelstrom.
Maelstrom.
The Maelstrom.
Maelstrom, all nicely tucked up in the harbour.
No marks in it at all.
Now, a question. Are all the kobolds still going to be there? Or have they gone off on their merry
Well.
way?
Bob!
Oh no.
As you guys arrive, you are greeted by Bob, who is dressed up much more like a captain. If you think of Captain from Captain Morgan, so he's got the long red coat on, he's got the hat, he's got an eye patch on. He looks dashing, as he is. Rapier at his side.
Nice.
He waves to you from the boat as you arrive, and behind him you do see 4 more kobolds.
Oh no, he's multiplied.
Through osmosis, what happened?
Oh,
Greetings, friends.
seem different.
Bob,
Yes.
you appear to have acquired compadres.
Can we adopt them all?
For fuck's sake, no.
Trebs immediately hug them all, love them all. They are amazing.
I love you.
That does not
I just
like
wanna have more.
Stop it.
Oh, get off me, for God's sake! Oh my god, look at them all.
It's so adorable.
The stoner one's
Bob
just laid on a
explains
sun
that
chair.
whilst you were gone, things happened, not his fault, but he went on a bit of an adventure. It took him probably the best part of a week, which is how long you guys have been gone, I think, thereabouts.
Yeah, more or less.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Bob, where have you been? Where'd you get that fancy coat from?
Oh, I'm glad your priorities are in order.
Remember the pirate captain? Well, turns out he got out of jail. Then we went on a pirating adventure, got some loot. This eye patch now allows me to read.
Oh.
I can read anything. It's amazing.
Ew, you're
Wouldn't an eye
popular
patch
with them.
just cover your eye, though?
No, I read through it.
Well, that's silly.
Look, and he grabs your dragon pole and he reads one of the descriptions and goes, look, it says made in China.
I feel like your eye patch is a tad.
Something about loot, young Bob.
Yeah, about that. It was a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that may have already been spent.
When you say some, define some of the money.
Well, all of it.
Bob, you need to be more frugal. For God, Trim, I thought you were teaching him.
I spent it on good things.
What do you define as good things?
Follow me. And he takes you down, but he beckons you below decks, and he. But before he gets too far, he's like, "Oh, are we leaving now?"
That's the idea. Why?
Cool. He yells in Draconic to the other kobolds to basically set sail, and all the rest of it. And he leads you guys below
So
decks.
terrified how well he's grasped the mechanics of a ship.
He's had
He
a
can
week
read
to learn.
now.
Bob's becoming a good NPC.
Oh no.
Not going to be evil later, maybe. Anyway,
No, who's
he
that one?
brings you below decks, and below deck now looks immaculate. The floor's been replaced, all the holes in the hull have been fixed. There's now rooms for each of you, should you wish to sail on board, or use it as a ferry.
Bob, I'm so
Tashi Cosplays.
proud of you.
And yeah, and I fixed the rest of the ship. It's got a new hull, it's got a new keel, the sails are brand new. Basically, the whole ship is new. That's where all the money went on a new ship.
This?
Hmm?
Is this what you spent all the money on?
Canonically, yes. Non-canonically, me and Trim were talking. about this, and
Yeah.
we said, well, one, that was a lot of money, and two, if
Yeah.
Bob had that kind of cash, it would all been spent on ice cream.
Yeah, this is
This
true.
is not wrong.
So you could say a lot of it went on the ship. More of it went on ice cream.
Well, he has priorities, I suppose.
But either way, your ship is now brand spanking new.
No, goddamn.
Amazing.
I mean, you guys look like poor people, but apparently you are not, because this ship is amazing.
Look, this is. We talked about this in politics. The fact that high class people look rich, but actually are not.
Okay.
I think we are this now.
Or just a smartass, apparently, but yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm that all the time. That's just my half-hour racial trait.
We just know how to bullshit.
Anyways,
Masters.
you guys sail all the way back to Berylanium.
Yeah.
So bring you all across to the mega map.
Mega map.
It was a mega map. I need to actually condense this into a map.
Mega map.
So you go from Berylanium all the way back up the main road.
From the makers of the Atlas.
Comes the mega map. Da-dum. So you guys go from Berylanium up the main road, through the Umberwoods, back to Venovia, back to your guild hall.
Well, can I not, while we're in Verlanium,
Yes, you want to
seek
go
an enchanter?
Go ahead and make. What was it? I forgot what the roll was now. Crumbs. I believe it was an insight check to look around towns for specifics.
It's not the worst. That's alright.
You find a few people that could enchant it, but
Right.
it's a hard thing to nail down. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Should have maybe have asked that Alpha, that the goblin
Like-
bloke.
Trying to do what you want to do is way up and beyond anything they've ever done before, and they don't really want to attempt it without testing it, and they don't want to waste a good piece.
Well, do you know any more powerful enchanters? Seymour?
Well, Brontozeko, but that's a demigod.
Oh.
But again, he's like a master of magic, as is any demigod. So unless you know one that happens to be around, I heard
Oh.
Umbreon's back.
I suppose I'd get Umbreon to do it, but I feel like it would cheapen the gift. No, I should do it, especially since Umbreon's my... Well, not my master? No, that sounds weird.
Your friend.
Superior.
Sponsor.
Superior or something.
Sponsored
Alright.
by the Black Shield Armory.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Seymour. My condolences about your sixth wife.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully wife number 7 might survive.
Well, yes, that's always the hope. Or you could just, try men for a change. You don't have much. luck.
I prefer taco, not hot dogs.
That was too much. That's one of the most partyist people I hear.
And the only people that watch Critical Role will get that reference.
I know. It's just.
It was a good episode.
Right,
Anyways.
bye.
Fun
You guys-
fact: Tarian will now have been in Vox Machina for a year in the next week.
Yeah.
Wait, who? What?
Tarian Darrington
Oh!
would have been a member of Vox Machina for a whole year next week.
Damn!
I know, time flies.
Anyways, you guys make it back to the guild hall.
Yeah.
Inside, it's all quiet. Grim Crown greets you, as he normally does. So, welcome back, boss.
Grim Crown.
How was your recent trip?
Oh, flexed the muscles a bit. It's a big red dragon. we somehow convinced her. We almost died. It was fun.
Lots of more kobolds.
Yes, we certainly a symptom of our adventures is we've gained more kobolds.
And me, I guess.
Oh yes.
No.
I wouldn't say. I
This
was
is Leonard. He has more muscles than I've actually seen in the sea. It's ridiculous.
I know, right? I'm really strong.
And welcome to this, our place, the Purple Vial. There you go.
Yeah, that's the
Alright,
point,
cool.
actually. Welcome to the Purple Violet, the party guild hall. The room you're currently in now doubles as like a cafe / alchemy store.
I really thought I was just following, a few poor people and beating up some folk, but now
We're
You know, I'm kind of
heroes.
offended
We,
you
we,
don't-
we
the
saved the
ship.
world.
Yeah, we did things at some
Save
point. I
the
can't
world,
remember.
and you've got a guild hall, so
And my dad's the mayor.
Yep.
it's really cool. I'm not judging. I'm just
What do you mean
this is
not
different than
judging?
what I.
What kind of statement is that? I'm not judging, but
No, it's cool.
I mean, you
No offense, but
But as you're having this conversation, in walks in a wood elf with pale white skin, deep black freckles, brilliant green hair. She looks like a humanoid birch tree. And she walks in. Guys, it's so nice to see you. Nearly dropped a tray of stuff she's carrying there.
oh gosh, don't try and.
That was
But
close.
it's okay.
And she
But,
walks over to
help
a table and plops it down and goes around and hugs each and every one of you. How was your
Yay.
trip? Is anyone injured? Any cool stories? Anyone need healing potions? I've made a few since you've been gone.
Bob
Oh.
made friends.
Bob made... Oh my god, he's multiplying.
Hello? Oh my god, I need to find a video now. This is what
How is that possible?
I don't know. I think kobolds like reproduce like asexually. I'm really confused.
And she like has a pained expression on her face for a second, and her demeanor changes immediately. Her voice also changes as well. It starts to become a bit more reverential and calm. And wonderful! I have new subjects to my kingdom. Durfil, who is this? Why have you not introduced me to your new compatriots? Honestly.
Well, Lady Veridis, I would like to introduce you to Leonard, a paladin who is now a member of our entourage. And these are Bob's various compatriots who he has seen fit to brought along with us.
and also maybe introduce your brother. I think would probably be.
Oh yes, of course. Brilliant.
Oh my god, I
I
forgot about
forgot
it.
all of that. Brilliant. I plan on engaging in. Anyway, she walks over to you, Leonard, and goes, "It's a pleasure to meet you." And she holds out her hand in sort of the royal fashion, giving her thumb tucked in and presenting some rather bland-looking jewellery.
Well, he's going to shake the hand like he always does back on the farm, meaning with a firm squeeze.
It's customary to kiss the royal.
And what? Am I supposed to do something?
Yes, you're meant to kiss the hand.
Why would someone?
That's unhygienic.
Why would? Okay. I'm gonna kiss the hand.
That's
Not.
broken. Someone who be broken.
It's not me for a change.
Anyway, you kiss her rings and she's like, "That's better." Durkle, why do you find such uncivilized people?
Excuse me, I'm
Well, it
working on.
appears to just attract them, I suppose. It's my demeanour.
She goes to rub her temples, holds her hands over her face, and as she moves them, her eyes are blinking. Sorry about that. I do try to keep her penned in, but there are times where she just decides to pop on out to say hi. Yeah, I'm a sorcerer. I'm kind of home for Viridis. I don't like it, if I'm honest.
Oh, I wouldn't tell her that. She wouldn't approve.
And also, it's It's really nice to meet you as well. Aurelian Cern immediately starts shaking Aurelian's hand. Aurelian's a little bit amused by what's going on. Thank you, wee lass. Lilith hasn't been by, has she? Oh, yeah, about that. Bear with me a second. She went to go see Umbreon, but she left something behind. As she darts out back, she comes back in with a box.
Knowing her as a cudgel.
I don't think so. And
Test your strength. Hit yourself with it.
but as she places it on the table, turns around to all of you, and opens it, and inside is a pair of beautiful red dragon scale gauntlets.
Ooh, wow.
Shiny.
With a note.
Okay, let's read this note.
And the note just reads, I've done what I can with the hobgoblins. Hopefully that will solve itself out. I've gone to see Umbreon at his forge. We're currently working on something. This is the first part of hopefully many things. Come and see me when you're ready.
Oh my. I say my best.
A George Sakai impression.
Oh my.
My.
Now, who are the gauntlets actually for?
For whoever would like to wear them.
What do they do?
You won't find out until you wear them.
Oh god. Who wants
Who
to
would
be
like-
the winning sacrifice? I mean, test. Who
I
wants to be
mean-
the first test subject?
I still don't mind being a test subject, so I can do it again.
Okay.
Nice. Go for it.
Okay.
Good evenings.
Right, I need to edit this so it appears in Lucy's journal. So, Lucy, if you look in your journal on roll 20, where your
Yep,
character sheet sits, there is a thing called Lilith's Gauntlets.
Alright.
They're really fashionable and do nothing else.
Oh no, they are very good.
What did they
I
do? What did they
immediately
do?
regret giving it to her.
Anyway,
I mean, I'm not giving them back. I'm not giving them back. Nope. I've got them now.
Leonard, you know that greed and avarice is a very bad example to set as a paladin.
No, I don't care. I've been
Okay.
living on a goddamn
as you
farm
put
my
them on-
whole life.
Leonard, like, they sort of mould to fit the shape of your arms and everything, and they're a nice comfy fit. They've got room to put gloves on over the top, but you can't wear gloves underneath them, if that makes sense, because they've got, like, straps to help go over your wrists and that.
Yep.
But it's a nice,
See,
good
they
fit.
fit. They're mine now. Sorry, guys.
I mean, this
What
magic
did
item,
you
of course
do?
it fits.
And do you take the time to attune?
What does that
Yes.
mean? Sorry.
I've told you. Oh, whatever. Basically, magic items, you have to attune to them before you can use them. It's like sitting down and like rubbing your face against it, going.
It's so nice.
Alright. I guess
imagine
I'll find
Lee-
the time.
You can attune on the road anyway. It's not a problem.
I mean, that works too.
I can just imagine Leonard sort of like stroking like the gauntlets on his wrist like a cat, sort of like cleaning himself with
I'm
that.
pretty sure it's
Yeah, that's him.
That is amazing.
Dude, he's used to really, really cheap clothes on the farm, so he's just like, I'm gonna take everything.
This feels amazing.
Perfect paladin.
Yep.
Prime example.
Exactly. This is how
Anyway.
you be nice to people.
So we'll take a break there
Yes.
because we're
Nice.
at the halfway point for tonight's session, and then when we come back, we shall decide what you guys want to do next. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gents. If you're watching this on Twitch, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and that YouTube jazz. And do remember that this is streamed live every Monday at 8 PM GMT.
Yeah.
Bye, bye.